Here's the second video on circular reasoning. This one deals with Modus Tollens. We know that if you have a heat source, then you can cook beans. Corey can't cook beans. Therefore, Corey has no heat source. This argument is valid, and it's an implicative argument. It's an implicative argument because of the words if-then. Let's examine Modus Tollens with an inclusive argument. All magicians own top hats. Stuart, my dog, does not own a top hat. Therefore, Stuart is not a magician. This argument is valid. Furthermore, the argument is inclusive because of the word all. All indicates a global condition or description. Now, as was noted in Circular Reasoning Part 1, individual statements can be false, can be nonsensical, or they can be true. The validity of an argument does not depend on the truth of individual statements. Valid arguments are all about structure. For Modus Tollens, validity is achieved when an element is outside the consequent or the outer circle, because that means it would naturally and obviously be outside the premise, the inner circle. So, is there ever a time when the argument is not valid? If you give a pig a pancake, then she will want syrup. Penzi the pig wasn't given a pancake. With this information, we could place Penzi outside the outer circle. But we could just as easily mark Penzi's spot within the larger circle, but outside the smaller. We can't really tell if Penzi wants syrup. Here's a situation where the structure of the argument leads to an unresolved question, whether or not Penzi belongs inside or outside the want syrup circle. Because we can't draw a definite conclusion, this implicative argument is invalid. And now we've reached the end. Poor Penzi. At least she was part of the breakfast.